Good afternoon, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing another video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know, and that is the idea of keeping people dumb in order to be victorious in some way, to accomplish a goal by way of strategic omissions and the timing of information and trying to manage all that and censor things, because that's really what we're talking about if we're being honest. I want to talk about using this as a strategy. And tons of people, turns out, try to do this, and they say it's necessary, and really their argument that they're using every time boils down to the same idea, and it is the element of surprise. They are relying and leaning on an expectation that they aren't going to be successful without getting the drop on somebody. For example, there are songs about betrayal, there are songs about love. There used to be a lot more songs about love, but now they're mostly about people being bitter and jilted and independent and avoiding heavy relationships. I'm not even criticizing, I'm not judging, but I am saying that if you feel one way or the other, a particular song might support your stance, right, on romance. There might be a given rhetoric or idea in a song, for example, and you might choose to share with a prospective person that you're considering, meeting or whatever, a song that confirms your own stance, that supports your position. But I don't do this. Now, here's my point in this video. My point is that if these ideas are not only existing, but on the radio, okay, so it becomes a question of, am I now suddenly going out of my way to keep this person from experiencing things? Because that seems entirely selfish, and that's not even close to why I'm trying to meet somebody. If I'm trying to meet somebody, I'm trying to offer them a better way of life, and in a circular fashion improve my own, but not before theirs is improved. You know what I mean? That's just how I do things. That's my style. So in that vein, I'm going to give them the exit, so to speak. I'm going to give them a weapon against me, and it's going to seem strange. It's going to seem very strange. And I don't do this for selfish reasons. I do this because people in my life are not here because they have to be. None of them. None of the friends or lovers or anyone. My very first thing that I introduce you to is the exit. You want to take off, I'm not chaining you to anything. The only reason you're going to stay here, if I'm being honest, is because you want to be here, or else you're going to find a way out. So why would I even worry about it? Why would I waste time trying to protect you from information that doesn't happen to confirm my own beliefs, my own stance on love or sex or anything? So last thing I'll say on this is I'm going to perhaps give you, like I said, something with an edge, a weapon, and see what you do with it sooner rather than later, because that's valuable to know if a person is in it for the right reasons. And here's the trick. There's a little bit of a trick. I'm not going to lie. And it has to do with the way the universe works. That is, the universe has a sense of justice. And when you do something out of the goodness of your heart, when it is for the right reasons, it just goes in the right direction. And sometimes it takes a little bit of courage to do that. Sometimes it's a little bit of an uphill effort. And that's why, all things being equal, it tends to work out better for you that way. When it's not selfish, when you're empowering the person that you care about because you care about them, not because you care about yourself primarily. That's how it goes. That's just how it goes. Give them the tools. Don't try to hide things from them, especially if they're on the radio. What am I going to do? All of a sudden I take a song out of my playlist and I have to come up with an excuse why it's not in my playlist anymore. I got to explain that. Oh yeah, no, I don't like this person, this artist anymore because, well, let me think about it real hard. Hey, what's that over there? That's not what I do. Come on. You got to think better than that. Be more sincere. Be authentic. Be yourself, because that's sexy. Reach out with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.